Working at height.
50% of all fatalities on site are falls from height. Any fall has the potential to kill you. Myself, my accident was preventable. We've got to do more to stop lads falling in the first place.
Falls from height account for more than 50% of all fatal accidents on construction sites. Always use the equipment detailed in your method statement, remembering the following points. Work at height should normally be carried out from a platform with suitable edge protection. On construction sites, this is normally provided by scaffolding. Only trained and competent persons are permitted to erect, alter or dismantle a scaffold. You are not to use the scaffold until it has been inspected and formally recorded. The scaffold should have a SCAF tag attached to it. These allow, at a glance, confirmation that the scaffold has been regularly inspected. Do not use if the Do Not Use sign on the SCAF tag is displayed. Supplementary signage may also be used to warn persons that the scaffold should not be used. If in any doubt, check before you use. All working platforms above 2 meters must have guardrails fixed at the recommended height and toe boards in place. Brick guards should also be used where materials could fall. Working platforms must be kept clean and tidy. Excess or waste materials are to be removed at the earliest opportunity. There are occasions when it is not practical to gain access from scaffolding, in which case remember mobile towers. Mobile scaffold towers allow movable access to height and when used correctly are the preferred alternative to full access scaffolding. Anyone who erects mobile towers must follow the manufacturer's guidelines and must be trained accordingly. Never use damaged or incompatible components. The ground conditions must be level and sound. Height to base ratios should be calculated from the manufacturer's instructions and adhered to using outrigger supports or tying in as necessary. Never climb the outside of the tower. Wheels should always be locked to prevent movement during use. Guardrails and toe boards must be used above 2 meters. All persons must get off the tower before moving it. Step ladders. Step ladders are also not a preferred work platform and should only be considered if a scaffold tower or other work platform with guardrails cannot be used. If they are used, do not stand on the top 3 steps. Step ladders are not permitted as a work platform above 2 meters in height. Trestle platforms. The use of trestle platforms is discouraged on all interserve sites and will only be permitted in limited circumstances. Trestle platforms will not be permitted as a work platform above 2 meters in height. Ladders. Ladders are used to get to and from a work platform. They are not for working from. Ladders should be of sound construction, inspected before use and then on a regular basis. Do not use and report immediately if there is any substantial damage or splitting. They must be footed until securely tied and must extend a minimum of 1 meter above the platform level. Their working angle should be 75 degrees or 1 meter out for every 4 meters of height. Do not use run-up boards and keep the area around the foot of the ladder clear. There are a number of other rules for working at height for safety nets and mobile elevated work platforms. Safety nets. Netting can only be installed, altered and removed by trained riggers. Safety nets are there to catch someone in the event of a fall. Do not climb on them, jump into them or throw materials onto them. If they did catch someone in the event of a fall, they deflect. Do not place materials, plant or any other items under this deflection area. Mobile elevated work platforms. Mobile elevated work platforms are widely used on construction sites and can be potentially dangerous. Only operate if you are trained and competent. Check the ground conditions to ensure the model of platform is suitable. Always wear a harness secured to a suitable anchorage point. The guardrail should not be used as a ladder for extra height. Do not lift equipment or materials other than those detailed in your method statement. Always lower the platform to a safe height before any movement other than vertical elevation. Stop work if working in strong winds that may cause instability of the elevated platform, especially if you are holding sheet materials that could act as a sail.